Hello, my name is Julia and this is my Vitiligo story. Since I've uploaded my first 3 Vitiligo videos, I've been getting a lot of requests to do one in English. So I'm trying this today. Be nice to me. English isn't my mother tongue. I'm trying my very best. I want to talk to you about vitiligo. Vitiligo is a skin condition that will make your skin turn white. It loses all of its pigmentation over the time. Sometimes not all of it, so you just have little patches. Those patches will eventually grow. Those patches might never grow. It all depends. I've got the worst form of vitiligo. And my patches are growing. They are growing really fast and really big over the past 6 years or so. I'm going to show you what my vitiligo looks like and how it has changed and evolved over the past years. It has started when I was like 3 or 4 years old. My mother discovered a white patch on my knee which would grow and she was concerned, and so she took me to the dermatologist and he said that I might have vitiligo and that she shouldn't worry about it because it might be possible that this patch will disappear over time or when I hit puberty. It didn't. It got a lot worse. I've got hundreds and thousands of new spots and patches and they grew. And during the past 6 years they grew so fast that I'm almost white everywhere. So all over my face, I've lost all of my pigmentation. I have no pigmentation left on my face. Same goes for my hands. And I can show you my arms so you can see how bad it is. So yeah, here's a little pigmentation left. This is like the worst part of it, where it's very obvious. And my arm looks like this now. And my hands are completely white. So is my chest. 4 years ago, I've discovered a new patch on my chest over here, which had the size of a dime, like this. It was teeny tiny. Now, 5-6 years later, all of my chest is turned white. And you can see on my neck, over here, there are still some patches left that are actually pigmented. So I'm a lot more white than I am pigmented. I'm lucky, I consider myself lucky because I am very pale, and during winter time when I'm wearing long sleeves nobody can tell right away except for my neck. My neck looks horrible and I'm hoping that my patches will grow so big that nothing will be left of the pigmentation, so it looks at least even, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not easy to cope with it, although you might think because I am so pale anyways, but I got patches like on my chest, on my neck, my arms, you've seen my arms. My legs look the exact same way. I've lost all of my pigmentation on my feet, my thighs, my back, my belly, everything has patches on them. So during summertime, it is hard to deal with it. Because people are staring, and you can blame people for staring because I'm staring at people that look different as well. That's a natural thing, that's a human thing, you can change it, it just happens. You want to know like, oh my gosh, what happened to her, what happened to him? That's a normal thing. But a thing that really pisses me off is when people ask me if it's contagious. Because it's not, it's just ugly. I mean, they're just curious, they just want to know, but I'm sick and tired of explaining to people it's not contagious and they won't believe you. Most of them won't believe you and they're like, have you seen a doctor lately that looks like ringworm, or maybe you have got like real bad burns or something like that. Nope, it's vitiligo. I've been dealing with it my whole life. I know what it is. I know I can't do anything about it, so I just deal with it. And some days I can cope with it quite well and I don't mind people staring, and some days are just like so bad I want to lay in my bed, put the cover over my head and just pretend I'm not there, so people would stop staring. I've got 2 examples for that. One is 3 days ago actually. I went to see my professor at the university to talk to her about stuff. and it was a really hot day, so I was wearing a tank top, and she wasn't even looking into my face. The entire 15 minutes we've been talking, she's been looking on my arms. And that really, I don't know, that hurt me. That was a bad day, and I was in a bad mood anyway, so that was very painful. And I was like, my face is up here. I mean, girls know something similar if boys just watch your titties when they're talking to you. But that's a compliment, actually, that I like it. But she was looking at it in horror, like, oh my gosh, what's that? Maybe I get it too if I shake her hand. And that is just plain painful. And actually during the summertime I don't go swimming ever. I'm not wearing a bikini because people just won't look at me, at my face. They will look at my body, and not in a positive way. So that's annoying, and I try to not do it. And the other bad thing that happened to me last year or 2 years ago, I've been to a wedding, and I've been putting a lot of effort into my makeup and my hair, and I thought I looked pretty. And I wore this strapless dress. It was really cute and I liked it. But nobody was paying attention to my face or my dress. Everybody was paying attention to my arms, my chest, my neck. And it was just like, why did I even put effort in my face? Like painting it hours and hours. Because no one pays attention to it. So I think that's the most difficult part of it, to me at least. What you can do about it? Bad news? Not much. Probably nothing. There are lotions, there are UV therapies, there are hormone therapies. I've read about someone who was making a diet of not eating sugary things, not drinking coffee. I doubt this works. Maybe it works if you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiny patches, but in my case, if a patch is this size or that size, it doesn't really matter. So I stopped trying to cure it because I don't think it's possible right now. Another thing is you have to take real good care on your skin. It's not protected from the sun whatsoever. Like you get a sunburn within 5 minutes sometimes in 10 minutes, but you get a real bad sunburn. And the skin won't tan, of course. It will turn really red and then it will turn white again. So there's no point in trying to tan. So as soon as the sun comes out, I start at May and end in September, I will wear sun blocker SPF 50 or higher every day on my skin because it's so dangerous, and of course there's a higher risk for people like us of getting skin cancer. Of course vitiligo has changed me. I realized I don't want to get judged by the way I look, of course, and that's why I stopped judging people for the way they look. I stopped judging a book by its cover, and it pays off. I tell you, it pays off. If you listen to people rather than looking at them, you will eventually find out there are precious people hidden. And you might have never given them the chance to get close to you. And now you do, because you don't pay attention to what they look like. And let me tell you one very important thing. Beauty fades. So choose your friends wisely. I have great friends. I love my friends. I'm so thankful for them. And they actually told me, and I do believe them, that they don't even see my patches anymore because they simply don't care and they love me for what I am and not for what I look like. So that's a very important lesson I learned. If you want to cover it, you can. I never did, but I now am considering it because my arms are really bad. And for the next wedding, I might want people to look at my dress and my face rather than my patches and my horrible, horrible skin. Check that out. It's amazing. It will cover up just everything. It will look very natural and it will stay throughout all of the day. Whether you're sweating, whether you're swimming, it will stay put. So that's an option. I think that's the only option to hide it. But it's a lot of work. It will take hours to put it on. So I'm too lazy for this, to be honest. And everybody of my friends knows me like this, and it would be odd if I suddenly had like the perfect skin. But for special occasions such as a wedding, or my wedding maybe in the future, I might consider doing it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. And always remember, there is worse things than having a bi-colored skin. You don't have cancer, you don't have AIDS, it's not life-threatening, you are not in pain. And if people judge you for what you look like, they're assholes and you don't want to be friends with them anyway, so fuck them, to be honest. Can I say fuck on YouTube? I guess I can. Fuck them. Your real friends won't care what you look like because they love you for what you are. You are a great person. Remember that. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? So, if you're looking for a great community, check out Facebook. I think it's called the VR Foundation. It's a great page, a great group. That is in the US, so it's obviously not for me. I'm still liking them. They're making a lot of meetups. You can talk to them, you can write to them. They're very friendly people. And I think it was some other foundational group, but there was lately a beach party in LA for people with vitiligo, and I thought that was such an amazing idea, and I was very sad I couldn't come because I'm an ocean away. But that's a great idea. Why not meet up with people and talk about it? And for the German ones like me, there is a group called Vitiligo und ich on Facebook, which is also an amazing group, and they are very, very nice people, and they have been supporting me in my videos. Thank you for that. So I'll put the links to all of this into the underbox if you like. I hope you liked my first English vitiligo video. And if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe to my channel. Actually, it's a German channel and it's a German beauty channel. But I'm thinking about if this is getting like really popular and you guys like those kind of videos, I might be thinking about making an English speaking channel. Have a great summer. Don't hide. It could be worse. Bye bye.